What's up, family? It's your boy Champ back again with another video, man, for the NoPlug.com. Just here trying to preview, man, what's going on and find out exactly what y'all predictions is for the 2019 season. I'm also going to give you guys my prediction and exactly what I think leading up into the 2019 season. Let's get into it. So first off, man, we here in late July, man, just coming back from the ACC Media Days. Coach Willie Taggart took Tamorrion Terry, and he also took Marvin Wilson up to be with him in Charlotte and answer the, questions from, various media outlets. And the situation was, and the vibe that we got from ACC Media Days, that Florida State is being slept on. And, go figure. Me personally, I feel like it's kind of understandable exactly how we being slept on. I don't think people are sleeping on us like as if we're gonna have a type season as we did last year, but as far as making noise in the ACC, as far as making a run for an ACC championship game, people was pretty much not even considering us for that. So me personally, my opinion about the whole situation is I understand that people are gonna sleep on you coming off a 5-7 season, but I feel like, me personally, and I'm not just being biased, being a Florida State fan, I feel like it's kind of idiotic to sleep on a Florida State team that's so loaded with talent. A lot of people want to talk about last season and the season that we had last year. You can take in some consideration about so many things that happened, but when you really look at it, how many teams over the years come off of a 7-6 season, lose their coach, and still have a successful season that next season? It's going to be a lot of turmoil. It's going to be a lot of stuff that it's going to have to be ironed out, and majority of the times it takes more than a year to do that. And losing a coach that by all means, man, let's be honest, was a very great X and O's guy. So to lose him, it's almost impossible to think we're not going to take a dip. I do think this is a year that we should have been focusing on last summer, and not putting so much high expectations on the first year. And I know Willie Taggart came in with a different vibe, made things different, made things feel different, made things feel better, and gave us exactly that medicine that our heartbreak needed as Florida State fans from losing our coach. But at the end of the day, I do think we should have been putting expectations more on Willie Taggart's second season, allowing him to get a recruiting class under his belt with a year of experience, and then kind of putting those expectations on him. So with that being said, we are in the year 2, going into the year 2 over the Willie Taggart era, and so I do feel like expectations should be a little higher. I do feel like, especially being that a schedule favors Florida State the way that the schedule favors Florida State, we still got to make our run through the ACC like we always do. We still have to, play Miami, play Florida, and that's never gonna change. But at the end of the day, I feel like the schedule is more favoring than last year's schedule. Anytime when you talk about college football and college football athletics, you always expect them to be a step better, or a little more mature, a little bit more bigger, a little bit more fit, and a little bit more used to the game speed and used to what to expect in a college game the second year or the next year. So taking all that into consideration, man, me personally, your boy Champ from the NoPlug.com, I really feel like we have a chance to do some great things this year. Go undefeated? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Get to a college football national championship? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. But I really do feel like we can actually go up to Death Valley and be undefeated going up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think the ESPN ranks, because ESPN projected us to win 10 ball games this season and lose 2, and that's to the Clemson Tigers and the Florida Gators. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities. I really think these guys are that focused. I really think these guys have bought in that much. I really think these guys really want to right this ship, and I really think this is going to be a tough team to beat this season. I went back and looked at a lot of film from a lot of games, and You know, because I was kind of down and didn't kind of know what to expect from the defense. And there's still some questions on the defensive side of the football that we'll get into later on in a later video. But, you know, I went back and looked at a lot of games last year, and the defense played well in a lot of games, man. They might didn't play the whole 60 minutes well. They may not have played the whole football game well, but a lot of spurts and a lot of moments and most games last year, the defense played well. The offense was just totally unacceptable. Put the defense in a lot of bad spots that broke them some games, and they put them in a lot of bad spots that they responded well in some games. You know, and everybody likes to miss out on the fact when Clemson came to Doak Campbell Stadium last year, they scored 0 points in the first quarter, and you know that's what kind of broke our back. You know, when we made mistakes and allowed them to score, and it was just an avalanche from there. So I really expect the defense to take a step up this season, man, because in all actuality, the weakest spot of the defense last year was actually pass defense. We didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, even though we had Brian Burns, but we didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So it allowed for a lot of big plays down the field. If Harlan Barnett and that defense can switch it up and make sure we cover the majority of the middle of the field, you know, we'll be able to make things work, and we should be able to do things better this year. Although we have to figure out the pass rush, although we have to figure out exactly how we're going to get, you know, hurries and pressure on the quarterback. If we can figure those things out, how some of those guys step up, we should be better. We should be better in that aspect. We should be better in pass defense. Run defense was pretty stout last year. We bottled up a lot of running offense. We bottled up Boston College. They tried to just run it down our throat, and eventually it cost them. And the main reason why we won that game was because of our rush defense. We bottled up A.J. Dillon all game, you know, and it left them without an option because our offense played horrible in that game, besides the late touchdown pass to Terry. So my predictions, I'm going to stick and stay modest here, man. I'm going to give Florida State a wimpy game that we might just slip up and lose this season. I'm just going to say we're going to go 9-3, but I do not believe that 10-2 is out of the possibility. And I do must go as far as saying both of those games, one of those games we're going to stand tough. If we go to Death Valley undefeated, we're going to give Clemson a lot of hell, man. That's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion and what I believe. But I really believe this team is going to be way better than it was last year, way more confident than it was last year, way more organized than it was last year, way more familiar with the coaches and what the coaches expect. And just think about Kendall Browse, man. When we talk about the offensive side of the ball, all you got to say is Kendall Browse, man. And it was one thing that stood up to me that Tamarion Terry said at the ACC Media Days. He said he was talking trash to Kendall Browse, and Kendall Browse said, "Oh, okay, watch this," and drew up an 80-yard bomb right on the next play. So just knowing that you got an offensive coordinator that can exploit a defense in so many different ways got to give you more confidence, and got to make you think that we can go and have a great season this season, get back to a bowl, a nice bowl, maybe a New Year's Six bowl, and you know, and really get this thing started turning around, man. So my prediction is 9-3. I want y'all to get in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all tell me what y'all prediction is for the 2019 season, man. Y'all tell me what y'all predictions is, what y'all think the Florida State Seminoles is gonna end their record of the season gonna be, man. Some of y'all might think we go undefeated. Some of y'all might think we'll have a bad season like last year. Some of y'all even might think we win a national championship. I don't know, but y'all let me know in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel, and if y'all ready again, excited enough already for the 2019 football season. I know I am. I'm just so ready. So make sure y'all comment, subscribe, like this video, man. Make sure you subscribe. Also go follow the NoPlug.com on Twitter, and I'm gonna keep these videos coming. I'm gonna have another video coming, man, and we're gonna talk more about the positions and the position battles that's coming up in the fall camp. I think fall camp is scheduled to start on the 1st or the 2nd, but I'm not sure exactly which date. But I guess we'll be getting that information here pretty soon. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And until next video, man, y'all stay blessed.